Hello, everyone. This is Jim Okrzinski with your weekly screencast video. This week, week six, the topic proposal is due on Tuesday. I did talk about that at length and even produced a separate video that was included in the midweek check-in announcement. I believe I sent that out about Thursday of last week. So hopefully everybody has been working on the topic proposal. I will review those as quickly as I can to guide the development of research topics. So that being said, that'll be due Tuesday. On Friday, we have another textbook exercise, 2.1. It's all about searching keywords and pulling together your research for the topic proposal. Excuse me, responses are due on Sunday. So let me let's hold on to that. Let me get to the content. I've opened up most of the activities for week 6 and 7. Here it's researching a topic. You will find might be even overwhelming amount of resources in the readings, resources, and activities, along with the library sources. These are really meant to guide your search for sources that will ultimately lead to a successful research project. So as you can see here, I provide not only sections in the textbook, I also provide COD library sites, a site to the Purdue Owl, all about writing a quote sandwich, MLA citations and how to use EasyBib. And then we have some reference guides there about finding keywords, okay, and all of the activities that we have in this particular week 6 and 7. Also, I moved the topic proposal instructions and uploads to the week 6 folder only because that is when it was due. So if you're looking for it, make sure you grab it here. Now, another library resources that I have are some really detailed library YouTube videos by our English librarian at the college and a lot of his information. Also, if you want to use the library resources in this particular page in the course unit, I would urge you to go through that. I'll talk about these resources as we move forward. One thing I do want to point out and take a minute here to talk about is the annotated bibliography. Every research project is going to go from the topic proposal, which you are writing for this Tuesday, and then you're going to move to an annotated bibliography that will collect and summarize and identify sources that you will ultimately use in your research essay. So remember now, this is all connected. One focused research project from proposal to annotated bibliography to research essay. Here in this particular assignment instructions, I list out the requirements of 6 to 8 sources. I provide a structure between an introduction, a body, and a conclusion, and estimated word counts. Also, there is a separate instructional video here about the annotated bibliography. And then you have 3 categories I provide for sources for your research project, whether it's the library databases, internet sources, multimedia sources, and if the extra sources pop up, you might be able to use some interviews or surveys. Also, I provide 3 examples of annotated bibliographies. I urge you all to take your time and take a look through those annotated bibliographies so you understand the scope and the scale of this particular assignment. It's going to be in the vicinity of about 2,500 words minimum for this particular assignment. So it is a significant document and it's going to take consistent effort. Also, I have let me make that visible, an instruction here in an instructional video on how to write an annotation for your particular annotated bibliography. So that dials in a little bit more. And later on this week, here is the discussion board number 7, which is exercise 2.1 I talked about earlier when I was going through the announcement. Okay, so this is the roadmap for what's happening in the next 2 weeks or so. We'll have some various discussion boards. The annotated bibliography is due at the end of the month, March 29th. You want to be aware of that particular date. And I will keep emphasizing this weekly in the screencast videos, along with any midweek check-ins or instructions. So this should get you started on the pathway from the topic proposal to the annotated. If you have any questions or issues, please send me an email.